Come and get it, come and get it. With Peter.
Hi there, you are back on About Tonight. I'm your host Becky Lucas and I'm about to introduce a very exciting guest. This guest, you might know him from a very popular show in the 80s called Come and Get It. This was before My Kitchen Rules and MasterChef. Please welcome Peter Russell Clarke. Hello Peter, how are you going?
Good.
Thank you so much for coming in. You can
Great pleasure, thank you.
sit here.
Funny place for the toilet.
Oh, don't do that. Imagine the confusion. Would you like a sip?
No, thank you.
All right.
God knows what's in it.
Well, you know, we don't do that anymore. How have you been?
Particularly well.
That's great. What have you been up to?
I've been going into Channel 31 to meet you. That's what I've been
in the
up
past
to.
10 minutes?
Yes.
Great. What about before that?
Before that, I was thinking about coming in here.
Oh, God. So that was huge?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. So most people...
I spend most of my life painting nowadays.
I heard.
Before I got on television, I was a painter. I spent 50, 60 years as a commercial artist.
Oh, wow.
And so I've gone back to that because I've got too old and I tend to be incontinent and therefore don't go on television often.
Oh, well, that's a good excuse. Yeah. Well, that's very cool. I haven't seen any of your paintings. Do you sell them online or...?
No, I sell them at exhibitions and I do a lot of painting for buildings when they put a 10 or so story building up. I do the paintings that you look at when you get out of the lift.
Oh, great. Very soothing.
Sometimes in the dunnies too.
Oh, nice.
I scribble on the walls a bit.
Do you do a bit of research on the toilet yourself?
In the dunnies, yes, I do. I've researched dunnies for many years, actually.
Oh, fascinating.
It is fascinating, especially in the Sheila's dunny.
Oh, good.
But I don't go in there as often nowadays.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Occasionally put my lippy on, but nothing else.
Well, so we won't have to call security today. So I wanted to talk to you about, I want to know, what do you think of all these new cooking shows? When you were on the telly cooking, could you see how popular it would become?
No.
No? And what do you think? Do you reckon they're all crybabies, these people?
No, I think that what we've done is copy the Japanese style of television, and that is to get as many people as you can onto a television set and then embarrass buggery out of them. I don't like that.
No.
A little while ago I was asked to judge a cupcake competition and I said no, because how can you say to one little kid your cupcake's good and yours a shithouse? You can't say it, can you? Well, and so I think it's wrong that we get these so-called judges to attempt to make fools of well-meaning people who've come in and try to cook an omelette or whatever. Oh,
well, that's very sweet of you. That's very nice. I actually, in the internet, I saw that there was a face...
No one's ever said that to me before.
Oh, you're very sweet, yes.
Yeah?
Like a cupcake.
Yeah.
Very similar.
You're sort of hard on the outside but soft inside.
Yeah, and always on the toilet.
And make your teeth fall out halfway through.
Oh, gosh.
Nearly happened to me in my first experience at marriage.
Oh.
Teeth falling out. Yeah.
We've got your wife in the studio. She's looking very shocked. I saw a group on the internet that was trying to get you on MasterChef. Did you know about that, or? No. Oh, okay. Well, they wouldn't have had much luck.
No.
No.
See, look, Becky, it's wrong to get people to try to be better than the next person. What they should be doing, in my opinion, is telling me that if I eat a tomato, it's good for my prostate.
Yeah.
And if I cook a tomato and then eat it, it's even better for my prostate.
Ooh.
I might get an erection.
Oh.
You know?
Great.
So we need to know that why do we eat apples? We eat apples because it makes us defecate better. And our farts don't smell. Because not only does an apple clean your teeth, it cleans the inside of you as well. So all the food that's lodged in the S-bends of your intestines needs to be flushed out, otherwise it starts to stink.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't do any of that stuff myself. I'm perfect.
Women don't, I'm told.
Yeah.
No.
It's a very clean process.
The point I'm attempting to make is it's essential that we understand what goes in the top has got to come out the bottom, and in the process it's got to do you good. If it doesn't, we end up to be fat and we fart.
Yeah. There you go. You heard it from Peter Russell Clarke. We get fat and fart. That's. I hope that goes viral. That'd be great. I had some. So you were the face of eggs. You did a big campaign for eggs. What do you think of the vegan movement? Do you think that's bad for eggs?
Look, eggs are a very good product. The troops in the Second World War, when they came back from New Guinea, many of them were either blind or partially blind, and they regained their sight by eating eggs, because eggs are a complete vitamin pill. There's nothing wrong with eggs. The medical profession tried to tell us that we'd die because they were full of cholesterol. But now they've found out that they're not sure what cholesterol does or doesn't do. So I think the medical profession, apart from putting their fees up constantly, should start to put their minds in order.
Well, you heard it here first. Eggs are good.
Yes.
Eat eggs.
Yes.
Great. And what about poached, scrambled or fried?
I've been making omelettes lately. I think you should only have 2 eggs in an omelette, and there's no need to mix the eggs in a bowl. You simply heat a pan with some butter and some oil. The reason you put oil with the butter is then you don't burn the butter, because you're able to raise the temperature of the butter without burning it.
That's a great tip.
And then put 2 eggs into that and just mix them in the fry pan, and then stand back and watch them until they become a little more solid, still runny on the top. Then put a bit of mango on that, away from the handle, and a bit of orange, so a circle of orange, and then just tip the omelette out, and it'll fold over itself as you tip it out. So you've got a 2-egg omelette with butter and oil with a bit of mango and orange.
Okay,
no
amazing.
need to put salt on it either.
Oh, that sounds so great. That's a very good. That was already
easy to do.
Very easy. Sounds good. Maybe not with a hangover.
If you're doing, I'll ignore the hangover. If you're doing, I try to do it often. If you make scrambled eggs, instead of putting water in the eggs or milk, because if you burn milk, it takes on a different flavour, and of course you're going to burn milk, or at least heat it when you scramble your eggs, so that funny flavour will go into the eggs. Don't want that. So the French put water in their eggs, and they say that creates steam and makes the egg light. That's why the French are a bit funny. I put orange juice because the colour of the orange is the same as the yolk, and therefore it's simpatico, and it just adds a nice little sweetness to the eggs.
Yep, great. That's very interesting.
Is it interesting?
It is interesting, because I don't make very good omelettes. I always make it and it's not that great.
Because you fiddle and fart around with it. Break the eggs into the pan, mix, mix, mix. When it gets hot, serve it. That's not hard, is it?
It's not.
No.
It shouldn't be.
No.
I read that you catered the Queen's Silver Jubilee dinner.
Yes, I did.
Was she a terror?
No, it was Prince Charles, and I thought and I still think he's a very nice young man.
What did you cook for him?
At one stage I served a carrot, and I just sent the carrot out on the plate, and you could see this little lad from London look at it and think, Christ, this bloody colonial's forgotten the bloody chop. And he came to me and said, what do I do with this? And I said, you eat it, it's a bloody carrot, man.
Yeah.
And I said, if I put sauce or gravy or anything else with the carrot, you won't taste the carrot.
Yep.
So what I want you to do is get to the stage where you understand what a carrot tastes like, and then we'll add things to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, he grumbled a bit, but ate his carrot, and from then on, we added to the carrot, so he was able to understand what food was about.
Yeah, good. So
And
it wasn't a meal, it was a learning experience.
Well, it was, and I served him strawberries and cream with his steak, and that upset him a bit, but I mixed whiskey in with the cream, and that pacified him.
Oh, good, like a baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. What do you think of all these newfangled foods like kale and quinoa? Are you on board?
They've been around for a long while. Wales seem to have done extremely well on krill. Kale is simply what we used to call spinach, but is in fact beetroot.
Yeah.
Not beetroot, silver beet.
Silver beet.
What we do is we tend to overcook it.
Yeah.
If you don't overcook it and you mix, say, some capers, some onion, and some red pepper with it, and serve it as a vegetable, that's good-o. If you put that mixture in your Vitamizer and add some stock with it, then you've got a kale soup.
Yeah.
If you don't do any of that, then you've got raw kale.
Yep.
And you can just
And you can sell that for $200 at the markets.
Absolutely.
Make a tidy profit.
Pretend you're a rabbit.
Yes. I take it you do most of the cooking at home?
Yes, I do, except breakfast.
Oh, okay. Does your wife have a lovely breakfast she prepares?
She does. It's just apple, nuts, and whatever other fruit she can find.
Okay.
Put into a bowl and a spoon beside it, and I gobble it down while I lie in bed and read.
Oh, well, you spy on her on the toilet.
Well, yes, I used to do that, but and now I find that it's better I don't.
I think so. I think that's probably
the toilet. The toilet's not actually. I don't spy. I write on toilet walls.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Peter was here.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking to me.
Great.
I know it'll be a big pleasure for a lot of people watching.
Great pleasure. I don't believe that, but nevertheless, it's a great pleasure to meet you, Becky.
Oh, you too, Peter.
And
thank you very
talking
much.
about Brecky and Becky.
Brecky and Becky. Yeah.
You've heard that before.
I have. I've heard it all before. Okay, thank you very much. We are going to go to a break and we'll be back with Greg Larson. Thank you.